Is it working now? What do you got? Can you see it? We got. All right. So this is kind of a slower process. We're not gonna have to juggle too much. I got the rice cooking in the rice cooker. I got the quinoa cooking in the pan. I'm gonna chop up some tomatoes, but I don't feel like doing that right now. That's pretty quick. I don't have a real tomato, so I've got these tiny little nugget tomatoes. I think they'll do the trick. So yeah, I guess it's been a long week, although it's technically a new week, so it's been a short week. They're little cherry tomatoes or something. You know what? I'll bring them out. Only slightly wrinkled. I guess you're right. Let's cut them up while we're waiting. Are they though? They're grapes. That's that's not gonna work for me. They're not making that nice cut that you want a tomato to be. These are, I mean, even if they're fresh, they're just kind of. So we're just gonna throw in the tomatoes and eat them like that. Just say, we'll try it again. I'm gonna try it one more time. But generally, I would suggest and recommend that you get a real tomato. Cut it proper. I mean, this will work. I'm not saying it's not gonna work. It's just not how I do business. But when you forget the real tomato and you have to use what you got. Now, generally when I cook these vegetarian tacos, I'll make some black beans. And while I do have black beans, I don't feel like eating the black beans. So I'm not gonna cook the black beans. You guys at home, you can cook black beans if you want, or whatever bean. You guys can cook whatever you want. To be quite frank, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I don't really have a name for this dish, other than like quinoa tacos or some boring, obvious name. You could throw the tomatoes in with the quinoa. I wouldn't necessarily suggest it. The quinoa will absorb whatever you put in it. I've done bell peppers. That works well. But since it's a taco, I'm just going to throw it on like a topping. For other things, I got guacamole and I got sour cream. Now, you could cook your own guacamole, and normally I would, but I'm not doing that today. If I'm going to be quite honest with you, I didn't think about that. But making guacamole, that's not too difficult. You just got to get the ingredients right so you don't ruin it. I think that's good for tomatoes. I don't plan on having too many of them. All right, let's going on. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can put whatever toppings you want on it. It's it takes a while to get rid of the water in there. Now I probably put too much in, so it's gonna take a lot longer than normal. Which I guess just gives you more time to drink your water. I don't have Doritos. I do have salsa. I will be adding the salsa in later. Yeah, the water. It does a body good. Now this water is a little stronger than I'm used to. Yeah, what? And now maybe a little bit later, After the quinoa is ready, and I'll mix in the ingredients in there. I've got paprika, and I'll probably put more pepper in because you can't go wrong with that. And I think it'll go good. You'll see that it looks like taco meat, but it tastes even better. You'll never go to Taco Bell again unless you're looking for diarrhea. Then you can always get Taco Bell. Sometimes you need to cleanse your system, so I don't fault anyone for that. Yeah, it's kind of maybe I could have pre-cooked this a little bit. I just wanted to show you how you do it. Is the stream's working? Disconnected? What? The warning flag. No, no quinoa Taco Bell. Let's see what my assistant's doing over here.
It's working.
All right.
Good.
Guess I won't need that. Now I should have plenty. This will actually be several servings. I don't think I'll have to worry about that. I'm not too much on singing, but that's a good topic. Now that you mention it, let's talk about music. Why is the popular music that you hear? Why does it suck so bad? And I don't mean the new stuff. I mean the old crap that was never good that people my age seem to listen to and play all the time and act like it's the best shit they've ever heard. I don't get it. Nellard Mahoney, he was a legend in his own right. But yeah, I think, and I don't want to name names because maybe some people like crap music, but I'm not a fan. I don't I don't know what that is. Yes, thank you. What is chopin? Chopping? Am I chop? I already chopped the tomatoes, and the age of the tomatoes is, I'm guessing, under a year. They were very small. Either that or you did a typo, which now I think is there sulfites in this water because I feel like I've got maybe maybe I do maybe it does trigger migraines. Now I hope everyone's up to date on their insurance and tax season's coming around. Now what you don't want to do after you've cut up the tomatoes and got the juice all over the board is put your elbow into the tomato sauce. I did not do that, but I can tell that it was getting close to it. Now, for those who are new at this, and they're like, I don't know how to make quinoa, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I just showed you. But one important thing is this thing, it's not even hot yet, so you don't have to worry about that. But if it was, you don't want to burn yourself on that when you lift it up. Now, I feel like I screwed up and put too much water. It'll still work, it'll just take longer. I don't need a glove, it's not even warm. So yep, that's how you cook it, I suppose. It's kind of generally what you would do is you put the quinoa and get it cooking. You got the rice. I already got the rice cooker. If it's over here, I have to plug it in. I can't just move it. What I'm saying, why why are we getting stressed? This is a low stress meal. You put on your sombrero and eat some tacos. I don't understand what the issue is. Yes, World Star, we're cooking vegetarian taco with quinoa tacos. So now I lost my train of thought because you were getting stressed, and I wanted to reassure that this is stress-free environment. I don't even know what where I was at. So let me just start over. You cook the food and you eat it. And while it's cooking, because it takes a while, this is important, you can go and do other things. Now, I don't recommend necessarily leaving the house, but you can watch TV, do laundry, whatever you can do around the area. You don't just have to sit here with a magnifying glass and watch it. Now I will, because I got nothing better to do, I suppose. And but yeah, it's gonna take a while. So I'm trying to think what else I should be doing. Suppose it doesn't matter. I don't need this rice here anymore. Actually, not sure why it ended up over here. You ever notice rice has a bad smell to it? I don't care for that smell. Oh yeah, I got the taco shells. I'm not a big fan of these shells. This is like let me open the box. I wanna. The hell is this? It's got some packet of some kind. We'll find out. We'll find out what that is later. See if you can see it. It's unlabeled. And there's something else here. I don't know what that is. But I call them Fat Boy tacos because they got like a little rim here where you can add in more food. The hell are these things? I'm gonna have my here, let me get some shed some light on this here. I have no clue what is in here, and the box doesn't have any mention.
It's got taco sauces.
Oh, okay. Perfect. See, that's what we're talking about. It's got that's fortunate. I call that a fortunate thing because I could put this whatever's in here. I'm just gonna throw the whole thing in with the quinoa, and we're gonna find out how good it is together. And whatever this is, we're gonna do the same thing. This is gonna be great. Now let me check. Do we got lettuce?
No.
No lettuce. I'm gonna look, even though I was informed that it's no reason to look. All right, I got asparagus from last week, so if we need that, I'll cook that up. That went over well. I think we had a few fans of the asparagus. But generally, the spices that I like to use, I will use coriander, but I don't have it right now, unless we got coriander somewhere. Huh. But generally, I wouldn't. You could put whatever spices you want. This isn't. There's nothing crazy. You just make sure that whatever you put in it, you want to eat. Because if you put stuff that you wouldn't eat, then you're not gonna like it. I feel like that's self-explanatory, but some people get confused and they put peanuts when they're allergic to peanuts, and then they blame me, and I'm like, look, I didn't tell you to put peanuts in there. That was you. But if you did, now let's take hypothetically, if you thought peanuts went good with your tacos, I'm not going to judge you. Go ahead and put the peanuts in. Oh my God, that's not your usual grandma's water. I'll tell you that. All right, so if you guys were keeping track at home, the rice is totally kicking the quinoa's butt in a race. But we do have some bubble. We got some progress here. The rice will be ready to go. I might just cook myself up some rice and eat that, and then come back and just finish off the tacos. You might be asking how do you make quinoa like you probably say that doesn't make any sense. And the truth is it actually makes perfect sense. The quinoa, I'm not actually sure what quinoa is. It's not really a vegetable. It's like a seed. But what I will tell you is it's got fiber, and fiber is good for your digestive system. Tacos makes perfect sense because here's the thing: people have told me this is funny. Let's get to the people have told me, oh, well, you can't. What if I don't want to eat quinoa? Am I? All right, so this is starting to become a disaster with all these breakdowns. I don't know what's causing it. I ain't happy about it. But yeah, apparently, let me see. I'm gonna switch back and see if that screws it up. All right, did it freeze? Does it? Are we good? Apparently, I dropped some frames. All right, I I don't know what I was talking about, but quinoa is like it's really healthy for you, and if you eat it, you get like your colon's gonna thank you. You get a thank you letter from your colon. You're gonna be like, hey, that fiber you gave us, thumbs up, and it's also just straight up good. A lot of protein, a lot of health there. You won't be disappointed, and I think that's what's important, making your body happy. Did it screw up again? Are you serious? Is it not? I don't know what happened. Last week it was great. This week it's not so great. I don't I don't know what to tell you. Anyhow, so yeah, the quinoa is healthy for you. It's healthier than actual taco meat. It's just been breaking down a few times. Is that what it is? Yeah, we're just gonna see if we can get to the bottom of this issue. And it's okay because we gotta wait for the food to finish cooking anyways. It looks like it's working. What'd you do? Oh, thanks, assistant. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. Sometimes things don't work out like you plan. Your dreams, your hopes. Think you're gonna be an astronaut, and you turned out you're not. But it looks like it's working. There was some frames lost. That's not good. That's the first time I've seen that. So we're all learning together. But it's important to note. Okay, so now everyone's back. What a mess. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now I've got. Apparently they only gave me so many of these. Like a dozen or not even a dozen taco shells. I hope I didn't overpay for that. I think they'll be good. They're gluten free. Everything I cook will be gluten free. Now, if you guys are like, well, I can eat gluten, that's fine. You can rub it in. That's fine. But mine will be gluten free friendly. Um, these actually, I do prefer this the quinoa tacos over regular tacos most of the time. Yeah, no, Gluten Bird, rest in peace, 2017, 2018. 2018, I'm being told, if that's correct. He fought valiantly, but all great things come to an end, and we're still losing frames. So I hope you guys are able to stay with me. How you doing, Alexis? Look, words are hard because you've got letters and you got to construct words with them, and they're not always gonna sound proper. No, you didn't. It's we're having troubles all night, even before you got here. How's Charlie? Did you get him dropped off at Granny's? Oh, uh-oh. Did he go down again? It's yeah, we got water. Now you'll notice that my water is a different color. That's just so it shows up on the camera. It is normal water. Um, Now this is a I got a Spanish theme going on this week. Next week, I don't know what I'm cooking. The sea legs garbo will not be ready. It needs at least it needs several weeks for that mackerel to really soak into the chicken. But we will be doing sea legs garbo. I hope all you guys have got your sea legs garbo ready to go so we can eat it together. It'll be a good time. You'll notice that you'll have to soak it. You'll have to soak it in some fluid. But we'll wait for that. We'll wait next week. I'll tell you how to prepare it for the final week. So we're looking at about 2 weeks for the garbo. Next week is going to be a surprise. We'll soak it in water. Is the fluid? That's what it means. It means water. And by water, I actually I don't know, pickle juice. I think we'll soak it in pickle juice because the vinegar is it's good for your diabetes if you have that. No bodily fluid. Look, I'm against bodily fluids. I keep my bodily fluids in my body unless it's time for me to release said bodily fluids, in which case that's a natural phenomenon. But I do not want to come in contact with anyone or anything's bodily fluids, and I hope everyone feels the same. These are very. It's important that we take note of that. Hygiene and health is important, and that's why we're making quinoa tacos today, because it's healthy. Now you'd be surprised. These things are coming together, and it's getting to that point where it's too hot to grab it. And if you ever grab something that's hot, you'll first notice that the first thing that'll come to your mind is that was a mistake. And then the second thing you'll notice is I probably shouldn't have done that. And then the third thing is, hey, I should let this go. Now, if you do that out of order, you'll probably have less burns. Look, like I think I could probably grab it. Nope, you don't want to grab it. I ain't making no. Look, I don't make mistakes unless. Okay, sometimes I do actually. But the famous artist Bob Ross used to make they were happy accidents. So you're right. I don't make mistakes. I make magic. You got that right. That's what I tell them. Like I was out to the at the pub the other day, and I was talking to some people, and they were saying what should I do when things just ain't going right? And I told them, look, that's life, baby. And when things aren't going right, don't be going spending all your money on making lemonade. That's a trap. Don't listen to that. It's important to understand that we're all insignificant, but you're only a victim if you want to be, and I recommend never being a victim. Only I don't know what's going on. We got geez, Alexis. Charlie, he sounds like a great bundle of joy, and you're blessed. If you want to be blessed, I don't know. This is I don't even know what that means. You what? Did Alexis get started drinking her water before we got moving on this? Alexis, I need you to confirm. Is the heat getting to you? That is some foul. That is foul. What is in this water? No wonder why no one was drinking this water. It's gonna make eating these tacos even worse. All right, if you look, we're on the camera. All right, I don't want to screw it up this time. Now, last week it was about 5.5 minutes apparently that the camera was screwing up on the autofocus. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat so that doesn't happen again. But it's looking real good. Now, the rice, let me check the rice out. All right, actually the rice cooker you don't want to touch either. I just learned that. But I'm going to be okay. I think the quinoa is going to beat the rice. Can I get Evan in here? Evan, what would you say a good time to get that rice out? Do we got there he is. When it dings, I don't know if mine has a dinger. I just have to play I need a better what should it look like for the kids at home? Now, I mean, obviously I know what it's supposed to look like, but we're trying to educate people here. This is an educational show. Is that how you do it? All this time you just wait for it to ding? I thought you were just like a magician in the cook. Sticky and wet. I know that's how you like it. I think we got sticky and wet rice right there. That is helpful. Oh my god. So Alexis, what's happening down under now? Looking for that what did you have set aside to stir it? Where? You're just pointing. I'm looking in this direction. There we go. Oh, is it off? It's off? Alright. Oh my god. Give me that. Alright. So now that the rice is pretty much ready to go, just like a professional rice. Figure this rice cooker went to school for this. So we're good. That rice is solid. And we got plenty of steam. That'll screw up the camera again, so all you guys can get pissed off at me, just like old times. And the quinoa is pretty much done too. If you look at it, we got the quinoa nice and puffy. I didn't even touch it, and it hurt. I'm turning it off. We're good. We're ready to start eating soon. Oh yeah. This is where it gets fun, you guys. This is where the fun begins. The seasoning time. Now earlier I added a little bit of pepper. I'm going to add a little bit more. You need as much pepper as you can. Now obviously I cooked this for a family of 12, so I'm not going to eat all of it. Let's get a little spoon here. We're going to add the salsa directly into the quinoa. And because I made so much, that we're gonna empty a whole bunch of it in here. Because I added way too much quinoa. In fact, I'll probably need more, but let's see. Yeah, it's good. It's eventually, when you get it right, it'll turn to the appropriate color. I'm going to add some paprika next. It's a little mushy, but that's to be expected. Because remember, you're going to be putting this in a taco and hopefully eating it. We'll get more salsa in here just to make sure that I've got enough. It's better to have too much than not enough. And if I'm wrong about that, we're going to learn. We're going to find out real quick if that's true. Now, I've tried spaghetti sauce. That's a mistake. It's too salty and gross. You'll ruin your quinoa tacos by substituting the salsa with spaghetti sauce. I don't recommend. But, yeah, we got this nice color. Now, normally, it's a little darker. I don't know what... I think the quinoa I had is a special organic brand, and it's a little lighter than I used to. Now we get the spices. I recommend paprika in all of my dishes that require paprika. If you think you're putting too much paprika in, go ahead and take a sample. And you'll realize that you didn't have enough. Now, so far, that tastes pretty good. That actually is working for me. Now, I don't remember putting pepper in, but like I said, you can't put too much. So if you forget, just keep doing it. This is actually a good lesson if you got Alzheimer's. You never have to worry if you didn't put pepper in because you can always just put it in again later. But do not cook if you have Alzheimer's. That's just a lesson. No vodka in this dish. That's starting to become undrinkable. That is undrinkable water right there. Goodness. Now, it smells good. You'll know that you're doing good when you've made a huge mess on the stove. It's almost ready to eat. I'm a little disappointed it's not that taco brown, but it's going to be okay. Now, I think if you add it, I could probably add coloring and get it to the right color. All right. Your salsa you can save for chips later. Oh, that's right. I got all this weird stuff. We're going to mix in this weird stuff that came with it. Because why not? This might ruin it. But you know what? When you don't have to eat it, I do. So what do you guys care? That's right. You don't give a shit. All right. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Technically, it's taco stuff, so it shouldn't matter. Just mix it in. And try and squeeze it out without getting it all over your clothes. I got it all over my clothes. Tastes pretty good, actually. Now you see how it's coming together. Maybe that's fortunate that it came with that stuff. Because look at that. That is taco meat right there. You guys at home, can you see that? Look, you want to put that in your taco. You can fool people with just how fresh it is. They're going to think that you didn't go to Taco Bell because they enjoyed it. I hope Taco Bell doesn't hate me after tonight. They got good soft drinks. Taco Bell's got good soft drinks. You want soft drink, go to Taco Bell. All right. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to eat this. So let's get our taco shells. Now I've got gluten-free taco shells. Try not to break the taco shells trying to get the taco shells out of the bag. Easy. Delicious. Look at that. That looks delicious. So let's try it. Let's do the first one right here. We're gonna slam in the taco meat. Can we see that? Can you guys get a look at that? Check it out. Now we'll add in some sour cream. Now I've let this sour cream sit out for a couple hours, so that makes it a little tastier. Oh yeah, that's fresh sour cream right there. Spoon it. Spoon it right out of there. That's a 10. Now you don't know if this is a vegan thing, you skip the sour cream if you're doing a vegan deal. I like guacamole. What's a taco without guacamole? That's right. It's not a taco. It's an abomination. There we go. Now, I should have lettuce. Wait a minute. Where the hell's the cheese? It's not cooking with quad bar without some cheese. I haven't put the rice in there yet. In fact, I don't have a room for the rice, so we're just going to throw it in there. The cheese that's not the best looking cheese I've seen. This is going to take me a while to clean up. Alright, so yeah, just throw on rice. What the hell? If you had a burrito, you can you get a gluten-free tortilla shell, you can make one hell of a meal. Now, I recommend Mountain Dew with this. That's actually too hot to eat still, so we're gonna drink some water. One sec. I gotta put the tomatoes on. Get some tomatoes. I might have to cut up more tomatoes because if I want another taco, we'll need more tomatoes for that. So how do you guys' tacos turn out? You turn out good? Did it turn out as good as this? Because this is going to be great. I might put it outside where it's negative 5 right now, so that will cool it off. But I'm pretty happy with it. I think it went mostly according to plan. It's a little more on the red side than the brown as far as the quinoa, but it tastes good so far. I don't have a Kraft single to put on it. I wouldn't recommend Kraft single. I got the shredded cheese. So here we go. Can we see this? Let me switch cameras. Let me just give me a second. Hopefully it won't screw up. All right. There it goes. There we go. Yeah. That's pretty good. Now, like I promised, I will eat the whole taco. It's yeah, pretty satisfied. Now I got plenty of leftovers, so this will keep me busy all week. So that's good. Yeah, it did explode. It's the the Fat Boy shells. They you can put more in it, but you can only put so much in your mouth. Now I hope you guys can still hear me, but the mic is getting in the way of my mouth. Then you get a fork. Make it easier to eat. it basically becomes a taco salad after your first couple bites. That's fine. I mean, when you cook the rice to perfection, and you cook the quinoa to perfection. I mean, quinoa is pretty easy to make, so I don't know if you have the patience. You can cook that every night. But it's a pretty healthy meal. These the tomatoes actually turned out pretty good. I was a little worried about that. It's a shame that the shell disintegrated. I'm not going to comment on that, there, Evan. We're trying to keep it. We're trying to keep it family friendly. And you're being a little edgy. But your advice of wait till it dings, that was good advice. So I appreciate that. But yeah, it actually tastes really good. Tastes better than a regular taco, like I told you. Just shove it in your mouth. You don't need to be... Look, some people want to, like, eat pleasantly. No. Grab what you're eating and shove it in your mouth where it belongs. Anything less is... It's unnatural. That's pretty good. I'm going to be eating this all week. That's how good it turned out. Just shove it in your mouth. Now afterward, you might have a little cleanup. That's fine. I recommend scrubbing it down. But if you want to be lazy, you can just wipe it. Evan knows what I'm talking about. Isn't that right, Evan? Not so much. The raw salmon does, but the quinoa tacos, you might have to chew it a little bit. But you will see quinoa for the, as long as you're eating it, you'll keep seeing it. My body feels better even just knowing that's right. Even knowing now, like, what did it do to deserve such a healthy meal, It's a little reward for yourself. If you're not rewarding yourself every now and then, ask yourself, what the hell are you doing? Here it comes again. Here it comes again. Now, I noticed that all my tomatoes are for last. I don't know how that happened. That's an accident. Now I'm just eating tomatoes. So we're going to do it again because that was so good. We're going to have two. Get some quinoa in there. Jam it in. Let's take a handful of rice. I'm the only one eating this, so what do I care? You want a taco, Alyssa? No. Not in the quinoa. Yeah, have some quinoa. And then we put the guacamole. And I got two things of guacamole, so I'm just because I'm out of this one doesn't mean I'm out of guacamole. Just gotta make sure you get it all. You don't want to waste it. Now, if I cook my own, you gotta eat that because for some reason when I cook my own, it tastes good, but it doesn't keep that well. You gotta eat it all at once. Apparently, we fixed the streaming issues. That's good. Here it comes again. Now, you guys' tacos in the comments. Why don't you tell me how your guys' tacos turned out? They turn out as good as mine, or what? That's good. Is it frozen? Yeah, go help yourself. You want me to bring it to you?
No, I'll go over there when it's
All right. Yeah. So that's it. You make the food and you eat it. Again, it fell apart. That's because it was too good to handle. Just gonna see if I can't get us all in one nice area. And this keeps well. The best thing about the quinoa tacos, and I've done this before, I ate it throughout the whole week. It never went bad. You cook one meal and you're good for a while. So if you're on the go, a lot of people, we get on the go, we get busy. I don't have time to cook, and that might be, but you have time to cook once a week and just cook for the whole week. And then it keeps well. The rice keeps well. The black beans, if you made black beans in the beginning, that makes well. I think next week we're going to try and make some chili. I'm going to make some chili next week. Just because this week we did a vegetarian theme. Next week we'll have a meat and bean theme. So everything we skip today, we'll do it next week if I feel like it. I could really go for a do right now. But yeah, this is good. It's not holding together, but like, what do we care? You're just gonna it all goes in the one spot. What's a 10 out of a 10 idea? Drink and do? Where is Duck? Is he alright? That's right. If I feel like it. Sometimes life hits you like a wrecking ball, and you don't know what's going on. Oh, he died. Okay, I didn't hear about that. I'll have to ask him about why he died. Do some investigation. Amber. Hope you didn't miss too much. Yeah, if you just came in late, we made quinoa tacos. Turned out amazingly. They're a little red instead of brown, but it's good. And like I said, you can make as much as you want. I think it lasts forever. I wouldn't recommend, waiting too long, but eat it throughout the week. You'll be fine. And now I actually would prefer to put some lettuce on here. I didn't have any lettuce. Whatever you like on your taco, put it on there. But in this case, this is a quinoa taco, so make sure you have quinoa. Otherwise, you're just making a regular taco, then what the heck? You don't need me. You don't need me to make a regular taco. I don't know why it's hard to get on this. This shell needs to be. Gotta like break up the shell. Pleasantly surprised. Now, if you guys didn't follow my lead and make the tacos. What guys do you guys eat tonight, huh? You guys eat anything good besides pizza? Oh yeah, that's good. The little tomatoes actually work well for it. I like it. I was a little worried that after I cut them that all the flavor fell out. So nobody ate anything tonight. I'm the only one that ate. You guys got to keep eating. There we go. Oh, everyone ate pizza. Is that breadsticks? Are you rubbing that in then, Abby? You had a bunch of gluten. There we go. Jeremy will be happy that I cleaned the plate off. I'm gonna get it all. There it is. I'll even get the tomato. So there it is. You can have pizza and get gluten-free pizza. I'm not eating the plate, but that's an interesting idea. I could get edible plates. I'll have a shop. I'll open up a merchandise, and then you guys can buy my T-shirts, and then I can afford these edible plates. It's actually a pretty good idea. I got some. We'll get that ready for you. Mmm. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I'm done drinking that water. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. It gets harder to drink every sip. I'm gonna get real water. That's ridiculous. Now you say you had some flavored water? Where? Oh, I see it right here. What do you just squirt it in? All right. So apparently you squirt some things in your water, and it's supposed to help with the flavor. I put too much, you think? Tastes fine. Doesn't taste that tastes all right. That's right. That's right. Here we come again. Yes, I do have the corn tortilla. It came with its own spices and sauce, so that's good. I actually prefer. I think it makes it easier. You can wing it. I think it would have tasted just fine without it because I'd added plenty of salsa. But yeah, I think all in all, I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out. I've got enough food to last me a week, and enough mess to last me 2 weeks to clean it up. And I still have some old-fashioned water that maybe if I'm feeling up to it, I'll drink later. But it doesn't go well with the tacos. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And you can, if you guys feel like you want to drink it with your tacos, you do it. You go right ahead. But I'm done. I'm drinking this blue juice water crap that was suggested to me by a fan, I guess. It's actually pretty good. I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly I'm drinking right now. The ad, that's true. The advertisement did say grab your cerveza and let's make some vegetarian tacos. That's true. If you look at the banner, he's to the right of the icon. But yeah, it's a good. I'm pretty satisfied. I think the salmon biscuits from last week were all right. They turned out pretty good. Now we had some complaints about cheese on salmon, and I get it, but you have to try it. If you don't try it, then you're just wasting your time. And it did taste pretty good. That only lasted 2 days though. Before that was at 8. This will last at least 5 days. At least 3 days. And if you have somebody to help eat it with you, then you should be able to polish it off overnight. You might wake up, I don't know, 3 a.m. and go, I'm hungry. I hope there's some more of those quinoa tacos, and that's when you finish off the rest of it. You can eat it as a midnight snack. You can eat it as a breakfast meal. I prefer it for lunch or dinner. I used to eat it overnight when I work. I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now. Yeah, so that's how it's done right there. You guys, I'm looking forward to you guys telling me how your tacos turned out. You want me to play Overwatch? Yeah, someday I'll play it again. I gotta reinstall it. I gotta relearn it. Apparently they've added and changed a bunch of stuff. I don't know what those icons are. What is that? Some Overwatch stuff? Are there good Are there good skins? Okay, good. Finally, we got somebody willing to participate with the cooking. Evan is cooking with me next week. Oh wait, you're cooking yourself, and you're just gonna see how it turns out. That works too. But yeah, we'll do chili. We're gonna do some good old chili tomorrow or next week. Send the recipe. Yeah, it's up on the screen. We'll just flash it on the screen for those at home. Once you just read the instructions right on the screen, it'll be good. Oh, I put my elbow in the tomatoes. It's not spraying me like it did last week. Well, I'm full. That's a good meal. And I'm hoping later I'll be out there skiing. I'll burn off all this energy. I hope you guys are enjoying your winter. It's almost March. I think next week it will be March. So this is it. This is the last show of February. I'll see you next time in March, and we're gonna make some chili. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.